Oh my goodness, this can't be real. Is that really her? She looks like her. It is her. Evelyn was desperately waiting for her husband Jacob to arrive home so she could tell him the hot news. The couple lived in the small town of Elora in Ontario, Canada, and this was the first time in their 5 years of marriage that something this thrilling happened in this quiet, secluded town. As soon as Jacob opened the door, Evelyn pulled him inside, excitedly peering over her shoulder another time. What happened? Why are you so jittery? You won't believe who just moved in 2 houses opposite to us. The Jacksons moved out? Forget the Jacksons, it's Gabriella Cameron, the Secret Temple actress. Oh, what's the big deal about that? She's the most popular TV actress in entire Canada. She even did a movie in America under BII Studios. I even called Amy. She's going to meet her. Jacob, let's go meet her too. On the first day she moved in, I'm alright, Evelyn. She's going to live there. I think she would want some privacy at home. Alright, maybe tomorrow afternoon then. We shouldn't be the last person to befriend her. Gabriella Cameron had been acting for the past 10 years in Canada. She became popular when she was cast in BII's The Secret Temple series, and soon became known as Canada's sweetheart. It wasn't just Evelyn, but women and men alike loved her. But despite all the fame, for some reason, Gabriella never felt happy. So, in search of happiness, she left her busy life in Vancouver and moved to the small town of Elora. But even then, she had fans all around her. You're Gabriella Cameron, right? Wow, it's so nice to get to meet you in person. Thanks, I actually moved in here. So we're neighbors. I live down the block. Looks like you could use some help. And not just one, but a few of her neighbors had stopped to help her out. And Gabriella finished moving in her furniture and her boxes a lot faster than she expected. And the next morning, she even got a surprise visitor. Hi, I'm Amy Simmons. I couldn't help but notice you moved in yesterday. I thought I'd drop by to say hello to my new neighbor. I baked these muffins myself. These smell great. Thank you so much. Everyone here has been so nice. Do you want to come in, have some coffee? Evelyn definitely had to go today. She'd make a better first impression. So Evelyn baked a nice pumpkin cake and wanted to take it over, but she became nervous to go alone and waited for Jacob. What took you so long? I was waiting for you. Did something happen? Yeah, I prepared a nice housewarming gift for Gabriella. Let's go. Baby, I just now came home. I don't think we should really bother her. There's a reason they call her Canada's sweetheart. She even invited Amy inside. She wouldn't mind. Come on, let's go. Hurry. Jacob reluctantly followed after his wife, watching her excitedly knock on Gabriella's door. Hi, I'm your neighbor. I live right across the street. I hope you like pumpkin cake. I love pumpkin cake. That's so sweet of you. I'm actually your biggest fan. I've watched all your shows. Evelyn looked at Jacob, expecting him to say something. This is my husband. Gabriella and Jacob looked at each other and smiled. Hi, Jake. How are you? Doing well, Gabby. What about you? Yeah, I've been good. This neighborhood is really nice. Evelyn stood there shocked and confused, seeing Jacob and Gabriella casually converse. You guys know each other? You met already? We were in high school together. You guys want to come in? Alright, but before Evelyn could agree, Jacob butted in. No, that's alright. You must be tired of all the people knocking on your door all day. No, it's not like that. We're neighbors. You should come sometime. Sure, we'll see you around then. Evelyn stared at her husband, smiled at Gabriella. She grilled them down all the way across the road, up the stairs and into their home until she locked the door behind them and cleared her throat. You didn't tell me you went to high school with a big celebrity. Well, she wasn't a big celebrity back then. I really didn't think it was a big deal. Nothing is a big deal to you. It really wasn't. Now, can we please have dinner? I'm starving. The next day after Jacob left for work, Evelyn spent all morning sorting out her attic, searching for Jacob's high school yearbook. It took hours, but she eventually found it and flipped through the 100 pages, searching for Gabriella. So Gabriella Cameron was the popular girl. Expected. What about Jacob? He looked like an ordinary teen. The whole yearbook looked pretty predictable and typical. Until Evelyn reached the comments in the back, and lo and behold, there was a page scribbled with hearts. Dear Jake, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. I think of you as not just my boyfriend, but my best friend. You're smart and funny and you understand me. I'll miss you a lot over summer vacation. Love, Gabby. What was this? They were dating in high school? They were high school sweethearts? And Jacob said it was nothing? What else was he hiding from her? And she knew exactly how to get it. Jacob's friend Dylan, they went to college together, but he was like Jacob's right-hand man. It would be strange asking him, but his wife Laura, Evelyn's friend, could. Hey Laura, can you do something for me? Sure, what's up? And it wasn't before long that Evelyn got the details she desperately needed to know. Jacob and Gabriella were in a relationship. They were living together for about 2 years in college. This is what Jacob meant when he said it wasn't a big deal. I just don't know why he wouldn't tell me. He was in an affair with Gabriella Cameron in his college days. What? That's some spice. Evelyn, you have to stop doing that. Why didn't you tell me you guys were dating? Oh, you mean Gabriella. Baby, look, it was more than 10 years ago. I didn't tell you because you were her big fan. I thought you would get insecure. Insecure? Insecure of what? She's not even that pretty. What does she think of herself? I saw how she was looking at you. She must be here for you. What? Evelyn, you're overthinking everything. She's not like that. She's interested in other things. I want to know everything, Jacob. Why did you guys break up anyways? Because she wanted to be a big actress and I wanted a simple life. It ended a long time ago for us. She went her way and I went mine. And down the line I met you, I married you, and I'm happy in my life. Yeah, that's why you were all Gabby, what's up, I missed you. I never said that, and you've officially gone crazy, Evelyn. Babe, I'm your husband. Evelyn was furious, and Jacob could tell she was being jealous. Suddenly, things in the house became really tense, and the couple started arguing. Every time Jacob went outside, Evelyn was suspicious. Even if he came home a minute late, she was suspicious. And she couldn't stop trash-talking about Gabriella. And Jacob had had enough. You're hiding something from me. I mean, I just don't understand why you wouldn't tell me. It's like you lied to me twice. This is exactly why I didn't want to tell you. Look how you're behaving. She didn't even say or do anything. Oh, so now you're taking her side. You're falling for her again. What is it, you don't love me anymore? Evelyn, we've been married for almost 5... You know what? I just can't. I can't even have this conversation right now. Jacob was fed up with the constant nagging and the jealousy. He stormed out of the house and headed to the park to catch a breath of fresh air. But just as he was crossing over the bridge that ran over the pond in the park, he felt a tap on his shoulder. Jake, the weather is nice out, isn't it? Gabby, yeah, it's nice. Thought I'd take a walk. Are you sure? By the way you were looking down, I thought, you're not gonna jump again, are you? Gabriella said, jiggling her bracelet. You still wear that? Yeah, it became all the more special to me after that day. I never thought someone would jump into the water to bring something so small for me. Those were the crazy days, wasn't it? You should have stopped me. That water was really cold. Yeah, I remember. You had a cold for like 2 weeks. Jacob and Gabriella caught up on the old days before they decided to walk back home together. You want to come in? It's not too late for coffee, is it? Sure. Evelyn was getting really anxious waiting for Jacob to come back when suddenly she got a call from Amy. Hello? Evelyn? You're not gonna like hearing this, but I saw Jacob and Gabriella going to her place. What do you mean, going to her place? You know what I mean. You better watch out. Evelyn was furious. This woman was crossing the limits now. Just barely able to hold it in, she waited for her husband, but the clock ticked past 7 and Jacob came home, suspiciously, an hour late. Where were you? You were out for a long time. Nowhere. I just took a walk in the park. Evelyn, it's late. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. Evelyn was heartbroken seeing Jacob just pass by her. That night, when she laid down beside her husband, she felt awfully anxious. This chick was baiting her husband. And now Jacob was meeting her at her house and lying to her? Was there really something going on between them? Was Jacob having regrets about marrying her? Was he falling in love with Gabriella again? Roaming in her thoughts, Evelyn couldn't handle it anymore. Jacob was hers, and no one else's. She wouldn't let another woman come in between them. So, she got out of bed, went to the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and sneaked across the street. When Gabriella's security alarm alerted her, she checked the cameras, shocked to see Evelyn breaking in through her back window with a knife in her hands. She immediately texted Jacob, "Jacob, I think your wife just broke into my house. She has a knife. You better come quickly." Hearing a loud noise, Gabriella dropped her phone and went out to the hallway. Turning on the lights, she was horrified to see Evelyn standing there. "Evelyn, what are you doing? Did you just break into my house?" "You chose the wrong girl to mess with, Gabriella. You might be able to fool the guys with that pretty face, but I can see right through it. You came here to take my husband, you man-stealer." "You need to calm down, Evelyn. Put that knife down and let's talk." "There's nothing to talk about. You're not getting away after putting your eyes on my man." Evelyn raised up the knife and dashed forward, pouncing onto Gabriella. "Evelyn, stop!" "Stop? Why didn't you stop?" "Evelyn, get off of me, you're crazy!" All of a sudden, Evelyn felt a hand grip her and pull her back. She stood up, seeing Jacob behind her. "Evelyn, what do you think you're doing? You were going to kill someone?" "Jacob, she was trying to steal you from me." "We'll talk about this later. Now, please go back home. I'm coming." Evelyn gave a fierce look at Gabriella before she turned and left. Jacob sighed as he ruffled up his hair. Gabriella got up looking at him. "Gabriella, your whole life you wanted to become something big, and you have become so big that we've become small for you. This is a small town. We're simple people. And the truth is, we can't exist together. Even if we try, it won't work. If you stay here, these problems are bound to happen. Evelyn, she loves me. I found my happiness in her, and I'm settled in my life. And maybe it's best you move out and get back to your life too." Gabriella stood there in silence as she watched Jacob leave. She let out a deep breath, feeling the cool breeze as it ran through the window, wiping a tear that trickled down her cheeks. Gabriella left Jacob about 12 years ago. She desired fame, glam, and money, and she became successful too. But all that attention and love wasn't real. Gabriella had seen both good and bad times throughout her career, and she realized this career wasn't to last forever. Fame was just an abstract idea. None of it was real. That happiness wasn't true happiness, and in the end, it only brought more misery to her life. And after it all, Gabriella realized the only time she was actually happy in her life was when she was with Jacob. And she wanted that back. She wanted to experience that love again. So she left everything in Vancouver and searched for him, reaching Elora. But no matter how much she loved Jacob, the fact of the matter was, Jacob had moved on. Gabriella had left something real for something that wasn't. And now she could never have that back again. I made the wrong choice. Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.